cousin Clapper has responded to the allegations. We are going to be reacting to her video titled My Truth. What do you think she's gonna say? Y'all know me, I'm going with the facts. And as far as I can tell, there's just no way that this woman didn't let her cousin clap her cheeks. A situation like this is like a blip in reality. Such a rare type of Pokemon. We just gotta sit back and watch it unfold. Let's get right into the video, man. Where you at, family?
Hello everyone, I am here to say my truth and share my story on the things that have been released on the internet and the things that have happened to me. First and foremost, I want to start off by taking full accountability for what I did. I want to start off by apologizing to the person that I hurt the most in this situation, which was my ex. I want to say sorry to my supporters that I disappointed. I did a lot of things that I'm not proud of, and I have to own up to them. To my ex, I'm so sorry for hurting you, and I'm sorry that I did not take your feelings into consideration when I did what I did.
When you fucked your cousin? Ugh, nasty! But I guess at least she's owning up to it, I guess. I was really honestly hoping that she'd deny it though. That's the sad part. I was really hoping she'd get on here and tell us that I did not have sexual relations with my cousin. And I have proof. That's what I was hoping is gonna happen. But no, the cousin clapper title stands.
But our relationship was not picture perfect as it may seem. I lost myself in our relationship and I was in a very dark place at the time when I did what I did. I have to own up to what I did and I have to take accountability for my actions. And in doing that, I've come to realize that I need help for myself and for all my loved ones around me. I know I've done wrong, I fucked up, and I'm taking time away to seek professional help in order to correct my mistakes, reflect on what I've done, and become a better person. But I would still like to come on here to share my story because regardless, I've done wrong and I did not have to go down that route and I deeply regret it. But there's more to my story and there's a lot of lies and misinformation being spread about me in order to farm more hate and negativity towards my name. And I would like to clear up a lot of things. First, I want to address the note that was released online. I did not have any involvement in creating it or writing it in any way. It was only shared to me. And I also want to make this very clear. I did not have any sexual intercourse with anybody outside of my relationship.
We buying this, chat? Are we buying this? Are we standing outside the lemonade stand with our hands out, spending our 25 cents for this sour lemonade? Are we buying this, chat?
There was a rumor going around that I was cheating my entire relationship and I've been doing this for months, which is completely false because this is only a recent incident that had occurred. I'm not trying to make anything I've done sound any better, but I think it's important.
Then what are you taking accountability for if you didn't have any sexual relations with your cousin? You taking account of you're stressed and you're crying and you're super overwhelmed because you were sexting your cousin? Not because you were actually having relations with him?
I share my truth because of the insane amount of lies that are being spread about me on the internet. Firstly, I want to clear up that I wasn't disowned by anybody, and I still have a great relationship with my mother. This was a fallacious rumor that was started by someone that I thought was a friend and is completely untrue. My family does not agree with the choices that I made, but they're standing beside me as I continue to get help and work to better myself. I also want to talk about a stream that my ex was on where he alleged that I did not want to publicly claim him and I wanted to hide our relationship from the internet. But in reality, in the first year of us being together, we actually had a popular couple page. And the real reason on why I wanted to go private...
Alright, girl. I mean, we're 2 minutes and 30 seconds into this video, and I'm just gonna kind of sit back and let it start playing now because she's bringing up shit that don't fucking matter. Like, yeah, we just reacted to her friends kind of turning their back against her and whatnot, which... it is what it is, bro. You have a really nasty allegation on your name. They're not going to stand by your side. I'm not going to speak too much on whether they had the right to out her business or not, but it's like, I don't necessarily think they were outing her. I mean, it was a nasty situation. So I just feel like nobody cares about any of this. Like this, nobody is pointing their finger and laughing because you didn't claim your boyfriend. That nigga's a sucker. We don't give a fuck if he's a sucker. We don't care. Nobody cares about that. Why are we 2 minutes and 30 seconds into this video and you're not talking about the cousin? Who's the cousin in question?
It was because at the time I had a lot of people actively telling me to leave him because it was toxic. I also want to make it clear that any cousin or stepbrother or any content like that we made together was his idea and he convinced me to do it. The next thing I want to address is a very serious topic. It is my belief that suicide in any form should be taken serious and never lightly. While I understand the streaming business and the need to say crazy things in order to get clips and impressions, the thought that somebody's personal struggle with suicide can be used by anybody for jokes and views is disgusting and cruel. While I've been off the net, it was brought to my attention that the streamer Snowcone made up a false rumor that I admitted myself into a suicide facility in order to get attention from my ex. I was involuntarily admitted into a suicide facility because I was considered a threat to myself. It was a terrible experience and one I would never wish on myself or anybody else. I want to say to Snowcone that while I understand I'm not perfect and I've done wrong, regardless of the mistakes that a person makes, that doesn't give you or anybody else the right to belittle, lie, and create false allegations about somebody's mental health.
I don't think Snowcone was really drilling. From the video I saw, I'm not going to sit here and die on that hill, but from the video that I saw, it felt like Snowcone was just saying, I'm pretty sure she got checked into a hospital, and knowing her personality, like, But I don't think she was dying on the hill. Again, I feel like everybody was dying on the hill that, I mean, she was cool. We don't really, like, whatever. But I found out that she was clapping her cousin, and it's like, oh, I'm off her. That's weird. Unless I'm tripping. None of this, again, I already acknowledged that I hope that you don't do anything to yourself, and I hope that you're, in a good place. Seems like you are, as far as like, you said you have a strong support system with your family. Those were all my concerns. You're still not addressing the elephant in the room, man.
Throughout all of this, you've lied and made up rumors about me in order to hate farm me.
It feels like you're trying to hate farm to get out of the situation. It feels like you're trying to, throw the bone in a different direction, and you want all of us to go like this, like, oh shit, what's going on over there? It's not working.
And get attention. Even though you don't care, I want to let you know that the rumors you created have garnered me more death threats and have made my mental battle that much harder. And that hurts from someone I considered a close friend. Me and my ex were involved in a toxic and abusive relationship.
Okay.
When I was in love with him, I was blind to the harmful behavior and abuse that was going on. Our relationship was built on unhealthy emotional attachment, and I stayed because it was all that I knew.
Reading?
He was my first boyfriend, he was my first everything, and I met him when I was 18, just graduated high school, and he was 21. There's two sides to every story, and our relationship was unhealthy on both ends. And since he's decided to bring my wrongdoings onto the internet, I believe it is only
What wrongdoings? I thought you did have any relations with your cousin. Or was that a lie?
fair that I bring attention to the things that he has done to me, because my ex was never a saint like he paints himself out to be. We had a lot of arguments throughout our relationship, which was...
All right, I'm pausing so much, but did he paint himself out to be a saint? I don't think he got on the internet and said, yo, I was the perfect boyfriend. He got on the internet and said, my girlfriend cheated on me with her cousin, which we're still not talking about. This is what's frustrating. That's why I keep pausing. All right, bro. I'm about to shut up. This is pissing me off.
Normal, but what wasn't normal was the verbal, mental, and physical abuse that he subjected me to. He put me through a lot in the past 2.5 years of us being together. He even forced himself on me at one point. My ex dealt with a lot of anger issues, and he would often use me as an outlet. For example, he would punch things, he would rip wires in the heat of conflicts. He would yell at me when I cried, and he would gaslit me until I believed I was the problem. There were 2 or 3 times where my ex would approach me unprovoked and put me in a chokehold against the wall, and I would tell him to stop because I was scared, and he wouldn't. The next thing I'm about to say are serious allegations that I know men often get falsely accused of, But at the end of the day, all I can do is come on here, tell my truth, tell my story, whether you want to believe it or not. There was a time where me and my ex were drinking, and he forced himself onto me. And it hurt, and I cried, and I begged him to stop.
I don't want to hear this shit, bro. Because this is some serious shit she's saying. And I don't believe it. You know what I mean? Like, and it's too serious for me to just brush under the rug like it's nothing, because if she's telling the truth, like, I can't ignore that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't. Am I the only one? Like, I don't believe this. It feels like she's grasping at straws and is pulling the old script out. Like, okay, all else fails, I'm gonna send this nigga to jail and say that he abused me. That's kind of how this is feeling for some reason. I don't like this. All jokes aside, I don't like this. This doesn't feel right to me. Something feels off about this.
But he never did. At the time of my essay, he was very rough on me, which was
all these cuts, and again, it feels like one time it looked like she was reading some shit. And I'm not saying you can't sit down and write some notes in the corner. You're talking about an important topic, but this don't feel authentic, chat. Tell me I'm tripping. I want y'all to hold me accountable. Tell me I'm tripping. Do y'all think I'm tripping?
resulted in me getting a cut on my insides.
What?
Luckily, I was able to take video footage of the blood on the scene and a graphic photo of the damage that resulted.
The picture of my internal tearing is too Alright, bro. You're fucking trolling. There's no... You're trolling. You're not... No, you can't be serious. She dead said, I'm about to show y'all, and then put a note. The picture of my internal tearing was too graphic to share online. We just got to take your word for it, huh? Okay. What's this? Water? There's water on the ground. This happened 2 days before my birthday.
After all this abuse, I formed a trauma bond with my ex, which made it hard for me to leave and left me in a cycle of half-hearted apologies that I continue to accept. This was a memory of mine that was heavily repressed.
I should keep switching locations.
Because I didn't know how to process it at the time, and I was very oblivious to what a healthy relationship was supposed to look like. After 1 year of mental torment and trying to get my ex to change, to no avail, I left.
Okay. Well, finally seeing some receipts. What's this talking about? What is this talking about? Yeah, man, I passed out last night. Kat, give me a brief overview of why you broke up with... I could tell you, but I finished at 3 a.m., so I knew you'd be asleep. He lost the real one because of his problems he never been able to fix. I was putting 100% of myself into the relationship and fixed. He put 50, so it didn't work out. Despite everything, I loved him and believed in him and gave him the trust, all hopes he would change, but he never will for me because soon after our talk the next day, have arguments where his stubbornness held him back. Okay, so regular relationship stuff. So I stood up for myself and broke up with him 2 days ago. Nowhere in the text messages that you're providing are we seeing anything about this abuse that you said you went through. Let's go over here. Let's see what this is talking about. Do it right now or we break up. Deadass. Done putting up with the BS and your stubbornness. You are in the wrong for this shit. I'm not putting up... I'm not putting up W and not having to wait for you to get your sleep before you want to handle the issue between us. So please let me know right now. I am so genuine. Nah, I'm good. You got it. You can repeatedly hurt me, but you get to claim you love me, right? That sounds like she's saying hurt feelings-wise. You get to claim that you tried, right? I can forgive you as many times humanly possible, and you can remain the same man, right? I can go through hell and back and still be the one to try to repair what we had, but the one to come back. I'm the one that doesn't care as much, right? I hope you rot in hell. Jesus, you said this. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm not buying this, bro. Her receipts don't even co-sign the things and allegations that she's saying.
Veil, I left. Here's proof of my ex admitting to his anger issues and admitting to the abuse.
Okay, wait, all right. Why blur out? I mean, it doesn't matter. Who documented after he broke up like a daily thing? Wait, all right, bro. Am I really about to read this? Who documented after broke up like a daily type thing of how he was doing, and I was thinking of writing out my feelings instead in the notes, but I've been through every single stage of emotions through it. There was anger when it first happened. I was like, man, what the... See, this, like, I don't know if I'm tripping, but what the fuck is WTV? Man, WTV, she tripping. Maybe he's meant what the F. And then after anger, it's sadness and crying and wanting to harm, the worst. After that, it's realization, and that when I started realizing how bad of a boyfriend I was, and I was telling myself I could go back in time and I would change. All right, where is he saying that he did anything to you? You realize she's probably gone. I've seen some shit said the girls grieved and get over it quicker, the guys, blah, 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 blah. Like, okay, yeah, bro. I'm not reading any more of these paragraphs. They are literally nothing burgers. The receipts that you're providing don't have any information that is co-signing the things that you're saying.
That led to the fallout of our relationship. I still have the letters that he wrote for me where he confessed to his abuse and confessed to the wrongdoings that
When realize type shit, realize how toxic I'm a person. I tried to figure out why I was so cold on the inside. They told me based on the way I have anger issues. I like to argue. When I get angry, I become a different person, start calling people their names. As they were telling me, I got angry. Whore, sluts, apologizing. So at best, you're saying he's verbally abusive. And mind you, this is taking into consideration that she didn't just print this shit out herself. Like, what is this? Why was he writing letters to you through a fax machine?
He put me through in our relationship.
I'm deeply sorry for all the pain and trauma I caused you in our relationship due to my anger, yelling, psychology, stress. I vow to never Yeah, that's psychological stress. That says psychological distress. But nowhere did he put his hands on you. It doesn't seem like it, not even in this shit. I vow that I'll never put you through pain again. The guy's a sucker, bro. He's an emotional sucker himself, but
I also have a screenshot.
None of this co-signs the allegations that you put on. All right, I'm done. I'm done trying to read this stuff.
Of a 20-minute confession where he confessed to his wrongdoings, and he made it for me in order to convince me to continue being in a relationship with him. I tried to re-access the link in order to showcase the video for you guys today, but it was sent by him and it was privated by him, so I no longer have access to it. My ex often tried to use money as a way to avoid responsibility for his shortcomings. I'm very grateful for everything my ex bought for me. However, I don't appreciate insisting that I was freeloading off of him when everything he ever did was his choice. And I don't believe a relationship should just be reduced to a list of expenses either. Monetary value does not disregard.
We're 7 minutes. We're halfway through in the video, and we still don't know who the cousin is, bro.
Toxic behaviors. After all of these gestures, I took my ex back in February of 2025. And in March of that year, after leaving him from the airport, I was set into a spiral of losing myself and wanting to seek therapy. Here's the video I recorded after leaving my ex.
Like, I just don't know what I'm doing anymore, but like, I feel like I'm losing my mind, bro. And like, I just need to listen and get help from other people in my life, or maybe therapy. Like, I think like a lot of stuff has been going on like in my life, like I need to stop pretending that I'm sorry, this is so like non-descriptive, but I just kind of want to pour everything out because I'm breaking point in my life right now. But it's not your problem at all. At all. But yeah, I need help in that sense. I need to listen and grow up and do better.
At the end of the day, I chose to stay in this relationship and I made my mistakes. I regret everything I did and I wish I could take it all back. I never wanted to hurt anybody and I understand how bad.
I know she's lying, bro. I just know she's lying because her lies aren't even making sense. And then throughout this video, she keeps saying that she's taking responsibility. But responsibility for what? Responsibility for what if you said that you didn't do what everyone's accusing you of? You're talking about things that, you know, again, that's not even what you're being accused of. And then you're trying to bring, you know, these new allegations onto your ex. But none of these, it's just he say, she say.
Badly I messed up. The only thing
now you're saying how badly I messed up. What did you mess up then? What did you do wrong? By your standards. Why are you apologizing for?
I can do from now is take the time to better myself and to heal. The next and final thing I would like to discuss is my mental health. Throughout everything that has happened, I have come to terms with the fact that I suffer with depression. It's a battle that I've been unknowingly fighting for the past 2 years. I was in denial and blamed it on a lot of other things in my life without fully understanding myself. Mental health is so stigmatized to where a lot of people, including me, do not get the help that they need when they need it, and it can often lead to self-destruction.
Yeah, go get that help, love.
Throughout the past few weeks, I've attempted to take my life multiple times.
All right, no. Go get the help you need, man. I'm not trying to hear that shit, bro. Go get the help you need if you need it, but we're not buying that. Now we're gonna get into this next little segment here because mid-reaction, he actually responded to everything that she's alleging. So, you know, at least with him, he's been giving us hella receipts. The only thing I'll leave off as far as what she's talking about, I do think something's wrong with her. I do think she needs to get some help. And I hope you do get that. You said your family's being a strong support system right now. Family, let's step up to the plate and get her right. Because I don't know what she's got going, for real. So let's get into this brother's response and see what he's talking about.
July 18th, the same year, by the way, a couple days after your birthday, there's blood on the sheets and on the pillows. You know why? Because you're a freak and you always wanted me to crack. Always. Even when you was on, you know, your period. Like I said, bro, she did not want the internet to know that she had a boyfriend because it would make her lose followers. She kept on telling me that, like, I hate how you're trying to make it seem like you was trapped in here, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, I fought demons to leave, yo, bro.
Recently, it seems like not even.
Nah, I do believe that you was suckering bad for shorty, but you finally hit your breaking point once you realized that she was letting her cousin clap too.
The first clip.
I'm sorry for. You know what? I'm sorry for cheating on you with my cousin, but our relationship wasn't perfect, so that's the reason why I did so. I'm sorry for sending my cousin pictures of my and on your living room couch and in your restroom and on my bed, but you know what? Because our relationship wasn't okay, that excuses it. I'm sorry that you had to find my cousin's in my camera roll, but you know what? It's okay because our relationship wasn't okay in the first place. And that right there is the work of the reputation saver that you was emailing and your YouTube manager told me about, bruh. He told me that the moment I exposed you, that you was emailing people trying to figure out ways how to come back from, You was emailing people discussing ways on how to just push the whole cousin freaky.
Notice how we're only a minute into this video and we've gotten a bunch of receipts. Shorty's lying, bro.
Freakery aside and just bring something new to light. And it's like, bro, like, come on, bro. Like, you really gonna try to ruin me because you got caught cheating on your cousin. I'm innocent. I didn't do.
Opening up the video like this, exposing her for apparently getting a crisis rep, or people that are going to be able to sweep this under the rug, is pretty insane. Now, I added that in my original video talking about Kat. In case any of y'all didn't see it or didn't make it that far, the reason that we have these screenshots is because an old YouTube manager she had apparently still had access to her email. It was not only posting these screenshots on Twitter, but sending some of them to Kenneth as well, with them listing bullet points talking about how they're going to move forward from this. There's a picture of her apparently responding saying that she wants help, and even that new screenshot, which has never been seen before, at least from what I've seen, giving her a Zoom link so that they could discuss the situation even further.
It was a shared.
That's crazy.
Note, bro, on Apple phones, you share a note to somebody, you collaborate on a note. Both people, you have to literally like accept it. Am I tripping? It's a shared note. I went through your notes app and that was there. You have a bucket list with your cousin, bro. Like, come on, bro. Some of the stuff that's on there doesn't even make sense if he wrote it from his point of view. The internet is not that stupid. First of all, there's clips on the internet of you literally admitting, confessing your love for your cousin. Literally, like, I'm talking about, I don't know how old this clip was, last year, 2 years ago, but we've been dating for 2 years and some change. And you're on stream talking about how you have feelings for your cousins. You found him attractive when I was younger. You don't know if it was your hormones taking over, but now the fact that you cheated on me with your cousin, this means that every single time you told me that you left to go hang out with your family, that you left to Kentucky to go stream at this biggest world roller coaster in the world, you was with your cousin. Because I mean, I have proof of that too. Like, you was in the hotel room with your cousin. You kept on telling me you was going on these trips. You went to Puerto Rico with your cousin. You went everywhere with your cousin. And it's like, bruh, like.
He showed an old clip of Kvrtez talking.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Novely. You're doing a great job, man, but we're just here for the actual clips today.
Talk about.
First of all, even though I'm in the right 100% for leaving you and talking about how I feel because you cheated on me with your cousin, you know, your parents were literally calling me and threatening me to delete that video because I don't know, they were threatening me with so much stuff that was just so uncalled for. And I don't know, it just seems like they're more biased to you than what's actually going on. Like, I think the fact that you're making this video right now, and I don't know, man, let me just keep.
I mean, they're her parents, so I mean, at least W parents are the same. Like, I would imagine parents are going to be biased to their child. Like, you know what I'm saying? In the sense of they just still want what's best for their kid. So I'm not going to give them too much slack there.
Watching the video, bro. Like, it's honestly crazy how much, like, bro, I've never been in a situation like this, but bro, girls are really like manipulators, bro. And I wish I had iCloud Pro or iCloud Plus, bro, because I'm scrolling through my phone trying to bring the proof. This girl literally would make excuses not to post me because her fucking fan base was majority guys. She kept on telling me that she had a lot of mods that would gift her subs and she would use them, bruh. She would literally use y'all, bruh. She would literally take y'all money and fucking, I don't know what type of operation she had going on, but bro, she didn't want to post me because of all her male fans. She didn't want to talk about me. I ain't gonna lie, we broke up like 5+ times in our whole relationship, and 99.9% of the times we broke up, she ran to the internet to talk about the breakup, to talk about.
I mean, bro, I'm gonna just let you know again, that on and off shit in relationships is never gonna work anyway. That's like a rule that I have. If I get in a relationship, I damn near let it be known, like, hey, just know, think real long and hard before you think about breaking up with me. Because you break up with me once, it's over with. I'm not doing the on and off. You know what I'm saying? We can take a couple of days to think about it. You know, we can get into a little fight. But the moment we're like, oh, maybe we should take a break, don't worry about it. We broke up.
about whatever happened, and it's
That
just
shit
so
just don't work.
weird, bro. But the moment I do, when you actually do something insane like cheated on
The big rumor that was stated by multiple other streamers who were apparently close to her was the fact that she had no ties with her family anymore. And the way that Kenneth is speaking about this, saying that her dad and the rest of her family was apparently calling him, threatening him, and telling him to take down the video that he made, makes it seem like those actual allegations were not true. And if that's the case, that's pretty unfortunate that those lies were put out there, but it doesn't make the situation any better. Her family is apparently still talking to her and even going out of their way to try and force Kenneth to take down his,
Which is good. I mean, W family. I don't expect anything less from a family trying to look out for their daughter.
they're talking about said accusation.
All right, so first of all, this was like 5 days before I posted my video, and basically what happened was she kept on blowing up my phone, spamming my phone, no caller ID, text messages, calling my friends,
Look at all these receipts, y'all.
and kept on saying, can I get back with you? Can we please work this out? I'm going insane. I'm going to, manipulation words to get me to fucking give her attention, because I was trying my hardest to just move forward in life. I caught her cheating. I'm trying to move forward, but she's blowing up my phone, trying to just get my attention, saying she's gonna do this. Even when she was going to the hospital, she was like, I'm leaving. And then she was calling me in the hospital, bruh. And I talked to her parents. Her parents said that she only had like 3 calls or whatever. She kept on spamming me on the hospital phone, bruh. And then the moment she got out, she literally posted it on the internet. That's a personal thing that nobody had to know. But because you want to go ahead and post it on the internet, you want to gain sympathy. Before, it's like you almost knew that I was going to expose you for cheating on me with your cousin. Because why are you going to the internet about you being in a facility? If you're really trying to like fix your head and get yourself right, why are you trying to sympathy farm online by posting yourself in the facility talking about, for the past couple of days, I just came out because I tried to do this and that. Like, bro, that's sympathy farming. That's not something that needs to be on the internet. And I don't know what else to say, bro.
I was fucked up and got manipulated. I'm so sorry. I can't lose you. I'm sorry. If I'm bothering you, I just need you to know all of this. Even if you don't respond, I just need you to know how sorry I am, how much I love you, how better I can do for you. I'm so sorry. I was messed up with bad habits and a bad influence. I hurt you. I know I can make it.
And why would she send this? Why would she send this if she didn't have no relations with her cuz, man? I'm not reading all these texts. Again, y'all could pause up. We done already had enough reading for a goddamn whole summer, man. I'm taking a vacation. No more reading.
It's lies.
You stayed because that's all you, bro. There were so many times where I tried to get away from you. But literally, at TwitchCon, bro, I was in LA with my boys, bro, and you was literally calling me, telling me that you was finna, and then like, bro, like, I don't know, like, bro, I get soft around that. I get soft with that shit because like, bro, I don't want to be responsible. I care about you. I don't want to see you do that to yourself. But when you're calling me, spamming me, saying you're gonna do that, bro, keep in mind, TwitchCon was in San Diego. I was in LA. She started saying she was gonna do that stuff, saying how sad she was. This was like when we broke up or whatever, back in like TwitchCon last year. And then I drove all the way from LA to San Diego because she kept on threatening to do that to herself. And then, bro, it's just a mess, bro. Like, I have tried to leave several times. Yes, this was a toxic relationship, but stop trying to put the blame on me.
And that's what I was saying. I was like, okay, y'all had a toxic relationship, blase, that sucks, but that's not what the issue is here. We not tapping in, nigga. Everybody got, not everybody, but plenty of people have toxic relationships. That's not what we're discussing here. And she ain't touched that shit at all. She don't even understand she can't even stand behind her lies correctly.
Perspective, she was a consistent liar when it came to mental health and using that as a way in order to get him back when he was not trying to talk to her or trying his best to end the relationship. I just want to put this as another example because a big part of her video was talking about her mental health. Now she is struggling and going through things, but situations like this kind of debunk that and show that she has been using this as a strategy to garner sympathy from not only her audience but apparently him as well.
First of all, I've never forced myself on her. I've never forced myself on her. I've never put my hands on her. I've never done any of the sort, my nigga. First of all, this girl was literally like, I don't know what's the word, like were like overly freaky, but bro, she literally would force me to drink. I've never.
Do you think it's weird if you force me to drink and smoke? I never smoked a full blunt before. How often do you smoke? I smoked one last night. I smoke a lot without you knowing for the past year.
Drink or smoke in my life until I met this girl. I have African parents and I don't fuck with that shit. I remember there was a time, she even forced me to get my matching tattoo. There was a time, I think it was at the like.
And this is why I said, again, we got to call a spade a spade. This nigga do got a lot of hoe tendencies. He got to man up. And I hope this situation, not hardens him in a toxic way, but it's just like, bro, you got to stand up for yourself, man. You got to have your lines, your morals, your boundaries, and stand on it. You don't break that for a woman or nobody. You got to have your own boundaries.
The tattoo shop or whatever, I was on a double date. It was me, her, and two girls. They were gay or whatever. And bro, she was getting on me because I told her I did not want to smoke and drink, bro. Punch things, my nigga. I've never punched shit. What are you talking about, bro? And yes, I ain't gonna lie, early back in the day, I did have like slight anger issues or whatever, but I would never touch her. I would never put my hands on her. But yes, this is already on the internet. Like every single time we break up, she goes to the internet and talked about this shit. Like she's talked about this already. So why is she bringing this up again to make me look bad? Like we're not forgetting the fucking bucket list, bro. We're not forgetting how you fucking cheated on me with your cousin. Like you're making me seem like I'm the fucking like I'm a fucking devil.
She's not doing a good job of it, bro. And that's the good news. We've seen people get on here and lie, and at least the lie was like believable. We're like, oh shit, this is crazy. But in your case, brother, she's lying and she's not doing a good job. It's not even believable, bro. We don't believe that shit. I was not going for none of that.
Put you in a chokehold. Does that, like anybody that knows me in real life, does that even sound like something I would do? You're telling me
Well, we don't know you, nigga. Let's just remember that too, though. We don't know you. We don't know what you do. But from the evidence provided from both parties, it doesn't seem like that's within your character.
would walk up to you and just fucking put you in a chokehold. What type of shit is that, bro? Like, nigga, I've never heard you say that shit ever. Like, where's the proof, bro? Like,
so you was spending your money every week. Not really, like a bit would last me a good while, because remember, at the end of the day, I'm a lightweight. I never smoked a full blunt before. I only take some hits. Do you think it was weird of you to force me to smoke/drink? Yes, that's why I stopped with the smoking, and I told you close to before we broke up that I want us to only drink for special occasions, and I meant that. A lot of y'all might be looking at these texts.
Yeah, watch out, girl. You want me to do what? I don't want to drink, period. That's it. If I don't want to drink, you're not going to force me to fucking drink. What the hell?
Events
What
that
type of weird ass shit is this? High school ass situation.
we're about to
This girl's immature, bro. She needs help.
talk about.
every single time we drank, she forced me to drink. Every single time we drank.
This nigga's a victim, gang. You know, this is what we talk about where like there's male victims. Like this nigga's a victim, bro.
She forced me to drink. She would always say, I want to see you blackout drunk. I want to see you drunk. I want you to just get loose and do whatever. But that's not the point, because I've never forced myself onto you. Never. Every single time we did something, we had consent. You know why? You know why? Because you're the overly one. I'm a nonchalant ass nigga. I'd be chilling in my own world. And I think, okay. So, Saturday, July 13th, okay? 2 days before your birthday. There's blood on the floor, right? There's no way out of this one. Tell me why July 18th, the same year, by the way, a couple days after your birthday, there's blood on the sheets and on the pillows. You know why? Because you're a freak and you always wanted me to crack. Always. Even when you was on, you know, your period, that time of the month. You thought,
Come on, baby. Don't bleed everywhere. I'm bleeding everywhere. You still better dick me down, bloody and all. Receipts.
if I didn't do it, I would think of you as
He said, I will. Damn. Hey, bro, this nigga was held hostage, bro, against his will. He said, I will. Please, calm down. I will. Damn.
disgusting. I didn't love you. So you know what? That's when I explored that and we started doing that. And I always had consent because that's what you wanted. You liked doing vampire. So what's on the floor is not the results of me doing that to you. That's just consent and what we
not supposed to be hearing this, gang. Yo, 2026 is a fried place, bro. It's just getting worse and worse year after year. Like, we not supposed to be hearing this. We not supposed to be hearing or seeing none of this, gang.
Had going on. I would never force myself onto you. I would never. I always had consent. I had proof from you. You always expressed how you wanted to do it during that time of month, and we did. The proof is in the pudding, bruh.
Now, if you think I'm about to read those overly freaky text messages about her wanting to be cracked on her period, you lost your mind. You can go back into his video or back into the parts of my video and read them yourself. But know that that was apparently supposed to be the proof for what she showed right there. And in her own video response, she apparently had a photo that was supposed to be some sorts of cuts or lesions from inside her body that she never ended up showing. And the only real proof she showed was that video right there with
changed. Shit gets clean. So you tell me, like, fucking,
so her.
you're telling me what, like, fucking, cause this is a hotel, by the way. The sheets get changed. Shit gets clean. So you're telling me 13 to 18, 5 days later, I did it again. I did it again to you. I did the same exact thing I did on the 13th, on the 18th again to you. But aside from that, we broke up tons of times and she always ran to the internet. Why, if this really happened, why was this never a talking point in every single time you streamed once we broke up? It was always stuff like, oh, he would yell at me. Oh, something about the airport. He left me at the airport. Why was this never a topic? Why, matter of fact, why was this never brought to the police? Why is this only coming to the light now? I bet $100,000 that nobody in the world can say that you told them this. This is false. This is cap. And I know this is what the fucking reputation savers told you to look for. Any proof of fucking violence or SA. Like, you're sick and you're not gonna manipulate these people, bruh. You're not gonna do that, bruh. Fuck no. By the way, this has nothing to do with you cheating on me with your cousin, by the way. This has to do with me trying to get you back after the first time we broke up, because I had...
Oh, wow. So he really was down bad. Nigga was sending fax letters. I ain't seen the fax printer method before, but okay.
Had anger issues, and I agreed that I would yell a lot, but I've never put my hands on you. Never did that.
And we read this shit. You pissed me off. Exposed my bad reading for nothing. No proof. Just it had no mentioning of nothing.
Never. Everything I did was my choice. Everything I did was my choice. Are you fucking dead ass? You know how much money I spent on you and you're saying that was my choice? Bruh, I did everything for you. You got a car that didn't even fucking work. So you know what I did? I helped you take it to the shop and paid for everything. You missed flights that you were supposed to make on time. And because you were stranded at the airport, you know what you did? You called me so I could pay for those flights. But even if you didn't call me to pay for those flights, you had other people paying for you. Your mod manager, his name is X. I don't know who the fuck he is, but I would go to your Cash App and you had thousands sent to you. And meanwhile, I'm working my ass off. You had money on the side coming from this nigga and you just don't even help. You just, I don't know what it went to or what you did with that.
And this is where it's like, it's not even like criticism, but bro, well, it is criticism. You were being a sucker, gang. You were being a sucker, man, and you know that much you gotta figure that out, bro. You gotta figure that out. You're a victim to suckerhood.
That money, but you just had money coming in from multiple other guys, and I'm guessing that's why you're saying that you didn't even fucking like ask me to help you because you had money from other guys. But the whole time you was asking me, you asked me to buy you food, you asked me to buy you this, take you there, buy you flights, take you to Universal Studios, $2,000 trip, by the way, pay for everything, flights, everything, but okay.
Damn, nigga, what you do? What's your job, gang? This nigga getting money, huh?
Touched on that in my original video when I was talking about her response to begin with, but the fact that she brings up an even money that multiple times to talk about her relationship with Kenneth when they had broken up, and no point in time has this been brought up or even said or mentioned once.
Yeah, so after all that, so yeah, basically I cheated on Kenneth with my cousin, but you know what? He did all of this in the past and some things that I just found out because the crisis reputation saver people told me to lie about. But, you know, after all that, I'm sorry again for cheating with my cousin. What type of depression makes you send to your cousin? What type of depression makes you lie to me that you're going to stream in Kentucky just to hang out with your cousin? What type of depression does that, bruh? That's not depression. Why do girls always play the I'm depressed? I'm depressed, so I went ahead and spread my legs and took pictures down there to send to my cousin because I'm depressed. In my house, by the way, in the other room, by the way, door is locked. I always wondered why the door was.
Oh my God, bro, this is an embarrassment. Ritual, dude.
A lot, but you know, it makes sense now. It makes so much sense now. Nigga, I'm the victim. Even in the height of the situation, I had a calm voice catching you cheat on me. I didn't put hands on you catching you cheat on me.
That's facts. We saw video proof of that. She was crying. She's please. He said, "Nah, I'm good. I'm done. We're over with." His voice was calm. So you fucked your cousin. Remember he was saying that? He's like, so you clapped your cousin. Please let me explain. I'm sorry. There was video footage of that. We heard that, the audio. He was calm the whole time. Facts.
I didn't do nothing. I told you to leave my house, and that's what you did. Like, I'm not the bad guy, and you're not gonna sit here and put all these false allegations on me and make me seem like I'm the bad guy, bro. Like, it's fucking sick.
Well, there is still more to Kenneth's video. Those were
Man, those are the main points. Navli, we appreciate you, gang. You really been piecing all this stuff together. You know, I'll leave the original link in the description if you guys are going to check him out and, you know, everything else. But crazy situation. She responded. I guess, you know, it was only a matter of time we were going to get her response, but I'm not buying it. Yeah, you're not catching me at her lemonade stand, man. Love y'all, appreciate y'all. Where you at, family? Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. Subscribe, like up, and I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm gone.
Where you at, Berto? I made this shit look sweet.